Like you finish school, 18, 19, and you're just like this testosterone filled man that just wants to go. How did you tame that to kind of be like, no, like when I go, and when I rest, I rest?
Yeah. I think for me, it's just always looking at the bigger picture. Like I always knew at a young age that I could really get to the highest level in my sport, which is the Olympics. And for me, representing my country is the most pride that I can get, really. So that was just the bigger picture. So from that, there was a lot of sacrifice early on in those developing years when, everyone's drinking and partying and having fun. And I would occasionally go to one or two, but majority of it I would miss out. And I would miss it, but at the end of the day, not many people can call themselves an Olympian or an Olympian bronze medalist. So that was the price I had to pay. But it's definitely has formed me into who I am today and the prioritization that I have today, where training pretty well trumps everything and recovery trumps everything. Like for us in 2022, when the team of Australia with the two other sprinters, we won the World Championships, we won by 0.04. And then the next year, we lost the World Championships by 0.04. And it was just...
Like what is that like when you're looking at the photo finish? What are we talking?
So because we're going about 80k an hour at the finish, it's probably about a foot, I'd say, because about a tenth is about a whole bike length. So half of a tenth. So it's about a wheel or half a wheel, I'd say, which is nothing really.
Yeah, watch that in like sight, and it's just they went together. It's not until you take the photo
when you see the fast motion of it. It's just like it's a dead heat, basically. And then the photo finish of both sides, you can see, Australia's won this year. I mean, 2023, Netherlands have won the World Championships. But that's the thing, like, if I didn't prioritize all this sleep, these little tiny 0.1% all add up.
Yeah.
And a sport like ours, when we're going to a thousandths of a second, like, we saw in the 100-meter sprint at the Olympics. Yeah. It was basically a dead heat, and then they went to the photo and it went to just by Noah Lyle's like head was just a little bit more. Yeah. Stuff like that. What if he wasn't wearing his watch? Maybe he would have gotten up to speed that 0.01 quicker, like little stuff like
wouldn't
that.
You how much sleep would you lose over thinking, maybe if I'd shave my head, maybe if I...
Yeah, well, that's why I did shave my head, actually. I tried to get rid of some more weight. That was my little stressful thing. I was like, shit, I'm gonna drop some more weight and shave my head. Yeah.
Was that in the village? Just like
the week we left, like the day of like leaving for Portugal for a pre-event camp. Went to the barbershop, shaved my head, went home, went on the scales, and I lost 100 grams. So I was like, that's good. Like 100 grams is quite a lot. Considering.
So how much? What's kind of average weight of body weight of most people?
So for me, I'm normally around the 93 mark. The highest fat percentage I've been in my time at the Australian cycling team, because we've got records, DEXA scans since like 2020 when I joined, was 10%, which for me is fat.
Which in context is not fat.
I will drop down to about 89.5 for racing. So mixture
like 8%?
Of... about 7-point high, which skin folds about 37 mil. Obviously skin folds is person to person and stuff like that, but DEXA don't lie, basically.
That's facts.
So mixture of just slowly calorie cutting. We're not doing as much training as well, so you don't need to eat as much. And also with that, like a low res diet as well, which drops a lot of gut sort of biome and stuff. Yeah. And for us, it's a power to weight sport. So being as light as possible and as powerful as possible increases your power to weight, which makes you go quicker, which wins medals.
A common theme that, like, say, I know that I've lost it. You obviously know his name, Netherlands guy that won what did he win, like 3 gold medals or whatever. You know, like, is he lighter than most people, or is he just fucking massive legs?
He's probably about 6 foot, so he's a little bit shorter than me. But with height and stuff, doesn't really have a correlation in track cycling. You see a lot of people that are smaller of stature are quicker, and people who are massive. Like there's one Russian Israeli now who's 6'8", and on a bike he's huge, right? And he still goes the same speed as like Matthew Richardson, the other Aussie, who's 5'8", maybe. I think he's pretty short, but when we're up to speed, like aerodynamics has a major play, but also your power to weight has a major play. But Harry Levrayson, who won 3 gold and in Tokyo won 2 gold and a bronze, he's generational. And I think he's just got everyone is super elite. And I'm saying this from the man who got fourth, like that from fourth to first is hardly anything in it, but he just seems to be, can hit really high power.
Yeah.
But someone like me who can hit high power, he can just hold it for that tiny bit longer.
Okay.
And that produces medals. But yeah, we're all talking like minuscule little bumps in power and stuff, but that's all it takes, really.
Yeah.
And that's a difference between 3 gold and a bronze and a fourth, basically.
Yeah. Wow. So what do you think then for you? What do you have to do training wise to, so you've got the power, you've got the strength. How do you now hold it for longer?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just increasing that muscle mass as much as I can. We know that for a fact that the more lower lean mass you have, the more power you can output. So for me, this next sort of 4-year cycle, it's going to go right into that and leaning into it, because my strength coach has said, who's got like a PhD, he's a very smart man. He reckons I can push this fat mass a bit higher and see if we can put on more muscle mass. And if I have a bit more fat mass, it's fine, because 10% is still pretty not that much for many people would die for that. So for me, I think I still put out probably one of the highest output of powers in the world, but if we can just increase my strength by 10-fold, that we can hopefully hope the rest of the world hasn't increased theirs. So it doesn't matter if I can't hold it for as long. If I can burn that candle really quick, then it doesn't matter if my candle doesn't burn half as long. Like
well, you get like your average speed would still be then higher.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Your average
you
output
just get
would
up
still
to
be
speed
higher.
quicker.
Yeah.
So I think that's the plan we'll go for this next 4 years is all acceleration based.
Head over to Jordan Checker Podcast to get the full exclusive experience.